Welcome to the Sports Biz Show. Today we have Salim Kafafi, AEC Biology grad, and the general manager and head coach of the AEC American football team, the AEC Titans. Hello, Salim.
Thank you for having me, Saif.
Hello. In the beginning, I want to ask you about the name, the AEC Titans. Why you chose this name?
Well, the name was initially brought up by our operation manager, Mina Nabil.
Okay.
The Titans themselves are Greek deities. They signify power, and for a long time they were the ones who ruled the earth. So it only signified like coming up with such a strong team to choose a name that goes along with it.
Okay. So tell me in general, I know that American football started in Egypt in 2007,
Yes.
right? So tell me, since 2007 till now, what happened in the sport in Egypt?
Well, basically the game started in 2007. Group of passionate athletes who wanted to play the game, and they started playing in several fields in Heliopolis and whatnot. And then from there, the game went to Wadi Degla. Wadi Degla Sports Club hosted us on all of its three branches. We had three teams at the time, and we were competing against each others. And then in 2011, yes, there was a couple of managerial discrepancies with Wadi Degla, and we ended up breaking off the contract between the two entities.
Okay.
But at the time, the game was again a group of athletes who wanted to play it. There wasn't, there were no any official
Federations or
federation or whatnot. So from then on, the players started to come to start a federation in order to bring all the teams together and have like one entity that represents them all.
Okay. Yes. You was playing in Wadi Degla for 3 years. So tell me about your experience and what was your position in the field.
Well, I started playing in Wadi Degla. I played as a center lineman. Basically, my job was to lead a special unit of players called the linemen. Our job was to protect the quarterback and give him time to start to put the play in motion. And I personally loved my position because there was a lot of thinking to do while on the field, because basically football in a way is like a chess game. You have the offense trying to come up with different ways to take advantage of the weak spots in the defense and go through them.
Okay. So tell me, after the federation, the American Football Egyptian Federation was established, what you did to start the AC American football team? What was the process?
Well, basically, when the EFAF was established last year, they approached us and they were like, "Well, it's about time that we start a team at AAC." We tried before that to start a team here at AAC a couple of years ago, like 4 years ago. But again, at the time we didn't have a federation, so the university couldn't like acknowledge us as a team.
Okay.
But now when we did have a federation, did start a federation, we came and we told them about this new entity, and then they could recognize this, the university, as a team.
Okay.
And Captain Tahir, the director of the sports complex, was the one who helped us a lot with that. And 3 weeks ago we had our tryouts, and now we started practice.
Okay, tell me more about the tryouts and the new American football team, the AC Titans. What was the process of the tryouts and how many players do you have right now?
Yes, basically we started, as I said, with the tryouts 3 weeks ago. We had like around 180 applicants.
Okay.
And then when we started the actual tryouts, around 80 or 90 players showed up. Of these 80 players, we selected 65 players.
Okay.
Now we have them in the first stage of training, which is basically fitness and endurance, because you cannot play American football without having proper fitness, and you can endure long times of high physical strain.
Okay. So tell me more about the match itself. How many players you have on field in the match? How many?
Well, basically the team is composed at least of 22 players.
Okay.
These 22 players are two separate teams. You have the offense on one side and the defense on the other side. And the players on the offense are not the same players on the defense. Basically, when you have your offensive unit on the field, the other team has its defensive unit, and you play a series of individual plays where the play starts with the ball moving from the ground via the center, and then the ball is whether passed or ran through the quarterback. And as soon as the ball carrier gets tackled, this individual play stops. So the drive, as we call it, is a series of plays together until you reach the end zone. And when you score the ball gets intercepted by the defense, well, a turnover happens where your offensive unit goes out and your defensive unit goes in, and the other team does the same.
Okay, so tell me in this part, because many people are confused between rugby and American football.
Yes.
So tell me, what's the difference between
Well,
them?
basically, the way I like to put it, that rugby is the great grandfather of American football. The main difference I would say is rugby is a continuous flow game. The ball never stops moving. It keeps on going. But American football, as I just said, it stops a lot. And in turn, it's a much faster paced game. Rugby, as when usually American football players are compared with rugby players, we say that rugby players have higher endurance because they're running all the time, but American football players have a lot of explosive power.
Oh, yeah.
And in turn, you need endurance to maintain this explosive power all throughout the game.
Okay.
That's the main difference, I would say.
So tell me, now you have the AC Titans team is not ready yet, and the Egyptian League of American Football started last week.
Yes.
So this year you will not join the league?
No, we won't be joining the league this year, because at the end of the day we just started. But the opening game was last Friday. It was between the GC Eagles and the Cairo Hellhounds, and the GC Eagles ended up winning. On Friday, the AC Titans were present on the field and they watched the game, and this is the kind of interaction I want the team to have with the American Football Society around Egypt, to be involved and to show and to prove their presence in this particular scene. So they were present on Friday, they rooted for both teams, and now they have a better idea of what's happening in Egypt. So now they saw good players in Egypt, and now they have their own personal goals to achieve. So again, Saturday, yesterday, when we had our practice after the game, all of my players were really pumped up. They really enjoyed the game, and they saw players that they want to beat. So now they're working up to it.
So there will be any other leagues this year, or matches that you will play when you're ready? You have a
We
team?
usually have one season per year, but then we have a lot of exhibition games, which are basically friendly matches between different teams. These games are made in order to let the different teams try their new plays and whatnot, and also to get the players to get a feel for an actual game, not just like a game between the team itself, but against different teams, and you try your playbook in different ways. So that's it.
Okay. So tell me, in April there will be the American Football Academy.
Yes.
It will be established. So tell me more about what is the plan, they will do.
Well, basically, the Egyptian Federation of American Football decided to initiate the football academy in April. The main goal of the academy is to prep new players or new applicants to the game, and to teach them the basics of the game, the basic positioning and whatnot. And then when they go through this month or 2 months of training, they're ready to join the team. So, for example, next semester when we have our new tryouts, instead of us as the Titans wasting a lot of effort on teaching new players the game itself, and in turn my veteran players would be like demotivated, or like they're doing the same thing over again. What I do is I send the new applicants to the academy, where they learn about the game, about the different positions, about the ABCs of the game, and then they join us for the advanced drills and practices and position practice.
Okay, and I know that there is a lack of coaches, American football coaches in Egypt, because the sport is not viral. So the academy has a plan for this as well.
Well, basically, it's a joint action between all the teams and the academy. It's like, for example, we as the Titans, we have a shortage of coaches right now.
Okay.
So and also all the coaches in Egypt are not experienced, because we weren't born and raised around the game like in the States. So the EFAF was able to arrange a deal with Coach Terry Bates. He specializes in emerging teams in Europe. He joined us in Egypt last month, and basically he put a curriculum for the new coaches to come and attend a coaching clinic that he organizes, in order to teach them how to be more effective and efficient coaches through the academy itself. So basically, the coaching trainees, if you will,
Okay.
will be coaching the clinic under the supervision of Terry Bates, Coach Terry.
Okay, so back to the AC Titans.
Yes.
Who finances the AC Titans team?
Well, basically, so far we do not have a lot of financing coming in, but basically the student union helped us a lot when we were starting, and currently we're into negotiations and talks with the student union and the Senate in order to land some financing, in order to be able to get a better coach from the States for the team, in order to get field equipment for practices, and in order to finance ourselves with when it comes to jerseys and practice jerseys and whatnot.
Yeah, and I was about to ask you, where do you get your gears? Because it's not a popular sport in Egypt, so you found difficulties in bringing the gear?
Well, we don't have a lot of difficulties. We have several suppliers, several known suppliers in the States.
Okay.
And what we do is, like, after several months after the team initiated, what we're going to do is, like, we're going to bulk order the equipment from the States.
Okay.
And usually we consider these equipment personal equipment. So basically I
Okay.
get the equipment for myself and I
Okay.
pay for it myself. And each player is
Each player is
it's
responsible
basically-
for paying for his.
Exactly, it's like soccer players buying the goalies in soccer buying their gloves,
Okay.
or buying or rugby players buying their mouth guards. It's personal equipment.
Okay.
That's how. It's
So,
going
and
on.
the university itself, the administration is helping you in any ways, or only the SU helped you, not the university?
The administration
and-
made it. The administration were really helpful when it came to securing the field
Okay.
and securing basic facilities on the field itself. Like they were able to provide us with initial field equipment to practice on,
Okay.
and also the level of what I would call fine details that really make a difference. Like helped us with securing, for example, water and ice on the field, since a lot of players
Injuries or something.
exert a lot of effort during practices. And also what's going to happen in a couple of months right now, we're also in negotiations that the university is going to help us with jerseys and all of this for the team.
Okay. So now you have a special field for the American football team, or you're only playing on the same
So
field
far,
of soccer? Or something?
an American football pitch or the field
Okay.
is 120 yards,
Okay.
which is almost around 100 meters.
Okay.
And the soccer pitch and the rugby pitch on campus are around 105 meters. So
Okay.
it's big enough to host the game. So
Okay.
what we do is, like, when we have games or whatnot, we put our pylons and markers to mark each 10 yards.
Okay.
But so far we're practicing on regular grass on both fields.
Okay. So you will have in the future plan. You have you want a special field?
No,
For American football,
fine. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. We have the goalposts that the rugby uses are about the same dimensions as the ones we use in American football. And as I said, the grass field itself is about the same dimension, so we don't need any special fields.
Okay. And tell me about your future plans, about what you are seeing, the potential. There's potential for the American football in Egypt in general?
Absolutely, absolutely. The game itself is a very competitive game, and it's a very organized game. And the Egyptian public lately has been showing a lot of interest in the game, and we have a lot of coverage from different media outsources.
Okay.
A lot of people came to the field on all different teams, and they started asking about the game. Last December, we hosted an international game between Egypt and Morocco. We ended up losing the game, but it was such a good
Experience, of course.
publicity
Yeah.
for the Egyptian national team. The future plans.
So there's an Egyptian national team of American football established right now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and there's only 6 teams of American football in
Yes.
Egypt right now,
Yes,
right?
so far,
You think they will expand? in the
Absolutely,
future?
absolutely. We're working now on different teams in Alexandria,
Okay.
and as we are a live example of new teams emerging in AAC,
Yes.
we are the third university-based team.
Okay, so there's the GUC and the Cairo University team, right?
No, there's
Cairo
the
University.
GUC, the MSA, GUC Eagles,
Yeah.
MSA Tigers, and
And
the
now
AC
the AC
Titans.
Titans.
And you have 3 independent teams in Cairo. You have the Wolves, the Hellhounds, and the Bears.
Okay.
They're all Cairo-based teams.
Okay, but they are not university based.
No, they're not university-based. We have different teams starting up in Alexandria right now. We're in the middle of talks and negotiations with them. And basically also we're working on expanding in different universities. We're working on with our fan base in different universities. We're trying to start teams over there.
Okay. And finally, Salim, I want to ask you if someone want to contact the AC Titans or to reach you,
Yes.
what they can do.
Absolutely. They can contact us on our page on Facebook,
Okay.
AC
What's
Titans.
AC Titans? It's on Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
And we practice each Saturday from 2 to 5.
Okay.
And each
Where's the location of the practice?
on this rugby field
Okay.
on Saturday. And on Tuesday, we practice from 6 to 9 p.m. on the soccer field.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you for
Salim.
having me, Saif.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much for listening to our show today.